Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's GTA video, we're going to be talking about what one crazy Grand Theft Auto fan is doing until the release of GTA 6. So as it currently stands right now, the only thing we know about the release date of Grand Theft Auto 6 is rumors, reports, and leaks, and using some common knowledge and theories based off of what we've seen Rockstar do in the past, but there's been nothing concrete. In fact, we haven't even seen an official announcement of GTA 6. But one Grand Theft Auto superfan is looking to pass the time in a pretty interesting way, one that I have never seen before. And this Grand Theft Auto superfan has kicked off a driving marathon around Grand Theft Auto 5's San Andreas map. And according to them, they are going to keep going until GTA 6 is launched. Now, this seems like a really long time, and at first I was super skeptical. Like, how could someone continuously drive around the map? Like, number one, how is that even humanly possible? You would have to sleep, you would have to take breaks to eat, to drink, to do other things in your life, unless you assembled some sort of team in which you could switch off and you could like hand the controller to someone else. Even in a perfect world, if you had a scenario like that, what would happen if your internet went out or the power went out? Or if the Grand Theft Auto 5 servers went down, or maybe this is happening in single player, but still, maybe your game crashes. Who knows? Now, I was aware that there are things like auto-driving bots that you can download for GTA 5 on PC, but getting into the actual video, or I should say stream itself, this is coming from a YouTuber called 10 Hours Movies. I'll leave a link to their channel in the description. And according to their most recent information, they say that they have made around 870 laps around the entire GTA 5 map. So I don't even know how long it takes to drive around the GTA 5 map. I would imagine it's probably like 10 or 15 minutes, depending on what type of car you're in. So if you multiply that by 870, you can tell just about how long this individual has been going. Now, this person is taking donations on their page, which they have listed as fuel. So I'm sure there is some monetary aspect to this stunt, and the publicity they're getting is obviously pretty good because I'm talking about it in this video today. But because of this stunt going on, I wanted to talk about just about how long this individual might have to go about driving around the GTA 5 map, because they said they are until GTA 6 is going to be released. So I wanted to talk about the potential release date of Grand Theft Auto 6, given some of the leaks, rumors, and reports that we've seen so far. So one of the first big leaks we got for Grand Theft Auto 6 was the Project Americas leak. And one of the highlights of that leak, or supposed rumor, was that Grand Theft Auto 6 was going to launch in 2022, which would make it 9 years after the release of GTA 5 on Xbox 360 and PS3, 8 years after the release of GTA 5 on Xbox One and PS4, and 7 years after the release of GTA 5 on PC. And that kind of matches up with what I think is the most accurate timeline so far, given that we are just a couple of months away from being in the year 2020, and we have yet to see even a hint of an announcement from Rockstar themselves. So that was the first credible sort of leak and rumor that we've seen so far, was the Project Americas one. The second big credible rumor has Grand Theft Auto 6 releasing a lot earlier than that, and it's supposed to come out with the release of the PlayStation 5. This comes from a PS5 leak that was posted in December of 2018 that highlights not only when the PlayStation 5 is going to be released, which they say November 2020, but they also reveal some of the specs and the hardware of the console itself, and also reveal that GTA 6 would be coming out in holiday 2020. And in that leak as well, they said that Sony would be paying a huge amount of money to secure a 1-month time exclusive, and that the game would take place in Miami and New York. But we're focusing on the release date here, and that means that it would happen in 2020, which would accelerate the timeline a whole lot earlier. I mean, that's almost 2 years before the initial Project Americas leak that just ended up coming out. So that's the second big leak or info right there. Now, moving on, we talked about this recently. Over the last couple of weeks, the main protagonists and their voice actors of the Grand Theft Auto 5 characters, Michael, Trevor, and Franklin, were at the Brazil game show. And Trevor's character, Stephen Ogg, said something pretty interesting. He said that Grand Theft Auto 6 would be releasing soon, explaining that Rockstar's games take 7 to 8 years to make. So do the math. So GTA 5 released in 2013. So Stephen Ogg's math sets up the GTA 6 launch date as either 2020, which would be next year, or 2021, presumably for the next generation consoles of PS5 and Xbox Project Scarlet, which are both releasing in the holiday season of next year. Now, it's unclear whether Ogg is just making a baseless prediction as an external onlooker, or is involved in the making of GTA 6 himself and has accidentally revealed an insight into Rockstar's development timeline. Now, it is indeed entirely possible that his character of Trevor Phillips could be returning to GTA 6, as Rockstar has a precedent of bringing former Grand Theft Auto protagonists back in as surprise secondary characters for future installments. We talked about that in detail last week when I actually covered this event and what Steven actually said, and all the other protagonists and big main characters that have returned from previous games and how that would work because Trevor is still in the HD universe, etc. So that is pretty interesting right there. Now, those are definitely the most credible leaks and rumors that we have seen so far. There have also been a ton of hoaxes. Don't get me wrong, there are plenty of fake leaks, rumors, and reports out there. In fact, there are even some fakes that we've seen in-game. Do you guys remember back in the summer of 2018, there was this mysterious message popping up for players in Grand Theft Auto Online saying GTA 6 is coming in 2019, pre-order at rockstargames.com. And Rockstar themselves even reached out to the Rockstar support thread and they said, you need to respond about this. And they said that this is a hoax made with the use of mods and not an official message or statement from Rockstar Games. So at the time, I think it was pretty obvious that GTA 6 was not going to be coming out in likely less than a year. And now that we've almost been through the entirety of 2019, again, I think it's pretty clear as well that it's not coming out unless Rockstar wanted to surprise the entire world and in either November or December release GTA 6 with no prior information, trailers, or anything like that. Again, it seems highly skeptical. Now, even when Rockstar do announce GTA 6 and they give us an official release date, it wouldn't be a surprise to see not one, but potentially even 2 delays, just like what we saw in Red Dead Redemption 2, which was supposed to come out in, what was it, like fall 2017? Then it was supposed to come out in spring 2018, and then we saw it come out in the fall of 2018. So it basically got a year delay. We saw Grand Theft Auto 5 get a 6-month delay. It was supposed to come out in spring of 2013. It came out September 17th, 2013. So again, even when we do officially hear from Rockstar and they lock down a release date themselves, this guy could be driving for another 6 months or even another year or potentially even longer because we know that Rockstar is the king of delaying games. Typically, it's for good reason to make sure it's as crisp and clean as possible, but it makes fans that are anxious to get the games wait even that longer. Now, that's definitely not to say that everything we see in Grand Theft Auto 5 is a hoax, like that coming in 2019 message. As we've talked about in previous videos, there's a good chance that throughout the story mode and multiplayer, Rockstar has done a lot of teasing for what we could see in GTA 6, whether that be the release date or year, the location of where the game is going to take place, some of the cars and vehicles that might arrive too. We talked about that in a previous video, and I'll leave a link to that in the description if you guys are interested. So definitely don't write off everything you see in-game as fake, as we've seen clear examples of that in the past as being legitimate hints as to what's coming next. But as far as that message you saw, that was clearly from a modder or a hacker. And Rockstar since then has updated their anti-cheater system, and we won't really be seeing any messages like that going forward in the future. So I found this whole story to be pretty interesting. The fact that this guy is going to drive nonstop until GTA 6 comes out. What do you guys think? Is this a good way to pass the time? What are some things that you would ultimately end up doing to pass the time until GTA 6 comes out? Me personally, I would just go play some other video games or do something else, but everyone is entitled to do whatever they want. So again, I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments down below. Let me know what you think about this story and more. If you guys did go on to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would of course be awesome. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new, or you want to stay up to date on all the latest GTA and Red Dead Redemption videos that I'm doing here on my channel. And be sure to ring that notification bell as well. Sometimes YouTube just doesn't work, and if you ring that bell, you'll always be guaranteed to be notified when new videos arrive. But of course, as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.